Hello everyone, welcome to TradeBridge. Let us open Nifty and Bank Nifty chart and analyze what can happen tomorrow. Okay, so right now we are in Bank Nifty chart and let us analyze few points that can help us in our upcoming trades. Okay, so first, if you remember one thing, the most important thing is market cannot move up in a straight line. Okay, in one shot it cannot go up. Okay, and the next thing is it has to, if it has to recover, it has to move in a W pattern. Okay, with a proper retracement and a pullback, right? So if you see this particular area, right, just follow these points because these price actions is very important rather than all technical things, that is indicators and all. Okay, if you cannot understand the price action or the position of the buyers and sellers, then you cannot be successful in the market. Okay, these indicators you can understand in a day, no problem, but the main thing is the attachment with the candles, the buyers and seller positions. Okay, so here if you see, market has came down, right? It took a pullback. Again it took a pullback here and then it moved, right? So it's a W pattern if you see, very clear with it. So now when the market moves at this particular point, right, at this particular point, what is the support here? Support is clearly this week of the W, right? This particular week if you say. Okay, so just understand one thing. If you see this particular week, you just draw a trend line over here. Okay, so this is the week. So next time if you see the market came down, right, and took exactly support over here, right? It took a support over here, went up, and another W pattern was made, right? So in this support, and it gave a breakout, right? So if you see, this is another support, right? So if you draw a trend line over here, you will see exactly another support. So the market has again came down, took a support, and now it has went up, right? So the next thing what we can do, so next thing is similar. Okay, here market has to come down, okay, take a halt here, and then it can move up. Okay, not like in a simple term it will move like in a single straight line. Okay, so here market has to retrace a little bit and then only it can move up, otherwise it cannot move up. Okay, in a single way market cannot just directly go up here. Okay, it's not possible. So now let us understand. You can see this W pattern, right? It is very important pattern in the price action, one of the most important patterns. So whenever a W pattern is formed, this particular areas, right, these acts as a neck support. So this area is a neck support. So in this particular area, this will be another support, like here we had, right? So market went up here and then made a V pattern and then moved up, right? So here also market should take a support here, anywhere in between these ranges. Okay, anywhere in this range, and then it should give a pullback. Okay, so now if you go to a 15-minute chart, what to do tomorrow, you will be very clear. Okay, so now let us go to the 15-minute chart. Okay, this is Bank Nifty future I am talking about. In Nifty also we have similar patterns. So just go to 15-minute chart and let us understand few points here. So if you see our 15-minute chart, right, that day we have already told, right, if the market is moving up, it's gonna like move up without any retracement. It will just go up in a straight line, right, in a 15-minute chart. Why I said that? First of all, let us understand one thing. So here if you see, market has given a bullish uptrend move, right? And after a like huge move, okay, that is for 1000 point in Bank Nifty I am saying, or maybe 200-300 points in Nifty, what happens generally is market halts. Okay, market is either has to halt or come down. Okay, so if it has to go up or come down, then also it creates a range in that particular area. Okay, so here if you see, after this particular rally, market halted in this particular area, right? In this particular area market halted, and after that when market did not give a breakdown over here, it took up, right, in this area and gave a breakout over here, right? And again another move we found in this particular area, right? So here also the market gave a rally over here, right? And now it has to halt. Okay, so anywhere in between this particular range, right, market has to halt, and after that it can come down also, or it can move up also. Okay, so these particular scenarios we have. So exactly here market rallied. It see, after a huge rally it has to halt, it has to make a price action. Market cannot like immediately come down or immediately go up. Okay, so now what to do tomorrow? Just understand few points here. So if market opens flat, okay, be very clear about it. So if market opens flat, that is if Bank Nifty is opening around 34,000 maybe 600 to 34,800 in this particular range, this particular range I'm talking about. So in this particular range, if Bank Nifty is opening, you have to be very clear that it will be volatile over here or sideways, and only after 12:30 we can expect a move. Either side it will break, either downside or upside. Okay, if the market opens flat. Okay, the scenario is very clear. If market opens flat, you will not get at all a trending market before 12:30. Okay, 12:30 is the timing is very important in trading, please remember it, because most of the people will like at 9:30 or 10:30 they will buy some put here, call here, and they will waste their money over here, okay, due to the stop loss getting hit, right? So tomorrow our view is very clear. If market opens flat, be very clear, it has to give a breakout or breakdown after 12:30, okay, not before that, right? The next thing, what will happen for a gap up? Okay, so just imagine one thing, what points we have discussed. So if there is a gap up right here in this particular area, 35,000 or maybe 35,000 and above, right, what will happen? This position, those who have taken this overnight position, they will book the profit, okay? In immediately market will again come down and halt over here, okay, in this particular area. Anyways, if there is a huge gap up, market is ready for a selling for just a retracement, okay, not a huge selling, I would say, just a little bit flat market would go and it would again go sideways, right? So here also selling of calls will be very important, okay? If you sell calls, you will get a good profit if market opens gap up. If it goes flat also, you can sell call, but that is like till 12:30. After 12:30 it can be trending. If it is breaking down, then also you make money, okay? So the next thing is, if it opens gap down, okay, just imagine one thing. We have like I don't know how many of you have traded, but from here in this particular level, this 15,000 or 33,000, we had like positions, right, in Nifty and both Bank Nifty. So those who have booked here, they tried to halt the market here, right? So they did not book profit and immediately market opened here, right? So it went up. So now just imagine if the market opens gap down in this particular area. Don't you think these positions will be squared off, this particular whole area of buyers, right? This particular area will be squared off. It's very easy, right? Whenever, if tomorrow, if I am seeing an MTM like gain of like 20,000 on Friday, and tomorrow morning I see it's 10,000, obviously I will square off my positions, right? So that is the exact thing that is going to happen if there is a huge gap down, okay? And just remember one thing, this 34,000 level, 34,600 or 34,000, this particular levels, right? Yeah, so 34,600, all these levels, if it is breached, right, this market will like, see it, this was a trend, it went flat, this particular area, it went flat and again gave a breakout over here, right? So the next thing is, if market opens like gap down, okay, immediately the sellers will come, and what happens, these particular buyers will start booking their profit, and that's why the market can come down slowly or even fast, okay? So if there is a gap up, okay, selling of call will be very useful. If there is a flat market, I would not recommend you anything, just wait for 12:30, okay? And if there is a gap down, you can either sell a call or buy in the money puts, okay? That is 34,850, all this put you can buy in these areas, okay? You'll get a good target over here if there is a gap down, okay? So the next thing is, this price action is very important. Just understand these facts. In Nifty also we have the same things. Okay, if you come to a Nifty chart, this is the exact same thing that Nifty is having, okay? In 15 minutes, see, after a rally, right, this particular area, market has given a halt in this particular area, right? After that, at 12:30 again it break out, or maybe the next day it broke out, right? So here also I'm expecting a little bit halt here, okay? So in this halt also, like, market can be halting over here, and after 12:30 tomorrow it can break upside or it can go downside, okay? If it goes downside, the next support is over here, this previous swing, right? So here market can come down easily to 15,100 level, and if there is a gap down, market will immediately come to selling, okay? Market will come to the selling to the previous support. So what is previous support? Exactly, we had talked about it in Nifty and Bank Nifty charts also, right? Just go to a daily time frame and understand the W pattern, you will get your support, okay? So here if you see in this particular area, so here we have in daily chart this particular trend line also. So always plan for selling, aggressive selling only below this trend line, okay? So tomorrow if 15,000 is breached anyhow, right, this particular trend line will be invalid, okay? So that time you can sell it off and you can get 14,000 like 900 also, 14,800 also as the target, but that won't happen tomorrow. I'm pretty much sure. Either it can go for like flat or anything, okay? So it cannot happen. And now just important thing is, when do you sell it, okay? So here if you see the price action, right, here it went up, got a retracement, again it went up. So this is the support, right, and again the market went up. So in my view, in coming days, in this expiry, before expiry, market will halt around this particular range. It will make a price action over here and then only it will break upwards, okay? Without a price action it cannot go up, Okay, so Nifty is at all-time high near about, okay, so this 15,400 is the level of the high. So in next coming 2 days, maybe Monday, Tuesday, it can halt over here, and if it gets halt here, you will get a very good trending market upside. Okay, be very sure about it, right? So, and tomorrow whenever you sell a particular like strike price or anything, okay, in the market, just wait for a 15 minutes candle to close. Okay, for example, if there is a gap up, right, just let me go to 15 minutes chart. So if there is a gap up, when should you sell? So suppose if the market opens here, right, in this particular area, if a 15 minutes candle is formed here, okay, a negative 15 minutes, that is a red 15 minutes candle, if it is formed here, try to sell it in this 15 after a candle, after a 15 minutes candle close. If the market is here opening, okay, the next candle opens over here, sell in this particular area, okay, in this particular area sell, and the stop loss should be exactly over here. So you will get a very good risk to reward. So the risk is this much and the reward you can easily get this much points. Okay, so 400 500 points you can easily get in Bank Nifty, and in Nifty you can easily get 200 100 points, right? So whenever you sell, okay, just wait for a 15 minutes candle to go, because most of the people what they do is exactly, see here there was a gap up, okay, but no negative candle was only made, so that's why Nifty went up. Okay, but here if you see, if you have sold in a negative candle in this particular areas, what will be your stop loss? Your stop loss will be this one, right? So maybe your stop loss will be hit, but see how much points you are taking. You are taking only this much, okay, and the reward is this much, right? So, but see here exactly the same thing you have to follow in this particular area also. So whenever the market opens gap up, wait for a 15 minutes candle to close, and the next candle you enter with a stop loss of the previous candle 15 minutes high. Okay, so that's it guys. Thank you everyone. Just follow these simple price actions in the market. Don't make it complicated with indicators and all those things. And please subscribe the channel, and if you have any queries, just put it in the comments. I will just reach out to you. So thank you.